Gregory, and welcome back to another episode of Boy Meets Beauty. You are here at my beauty studio, Gregory Dillon Beauty here in West Hollywood. So this is where I work every day. A lot of you may recognize it from Rachel's video when we did her little treatment. That's where we first met. Memories. But anyway, I figured I would bring you down here today. A, because I've been saying I was going to do it forever. B, I now realize with this lighting why it's taken me so long. So if I kind of look like crap, I'm just gonna do this and just like lean up against the lights because it's not the best lighting. Anyway, reason why I wanted to bring y'all down here was because I have always gotten this one question from a lot of you and a lot of my friends and people in my life regarding aesthetics and picking a facialist and an esthetician. How do I pick a facialist? How do I pick a facial treatment? What do I do to prepare? So I figured this would be just a quick, easy video to kind of give you the 411. Well, how do you pick an esthetician? Ask around. Throw it on Twitter, throw it on Facebook, ask your friends. They are going to quickly be like, this is who I recommend. Happens to me all the time on Facebook. I'll see someone gets, oh, who do you go to for an esthetician? And my friends will tag me, and then I'll ask the person, if they want to come in for a consult or whatever. So ask around. I ask somebody who's totally OCD about their skin and their hair and their nails, because someone who utilizes really amazing beauty experts for other beauty care in their life will probably be able to get like a really good recommendation for you for a great esthetician. You also have your online resources like Yelp. I love Yelp, and I've received lots of TLC on Yelp, so that makes me really, really happy. People voice their opinions. That's a good way to check somebody out. The other thing about Yelp that I wanted to say is like my next lead-in is, Yelp will also have the link to the menu and the pricing. And I hear this a lot. I'll have people say, I clicked through and past that page and went to something else because I saw it was like $3 signs versus $2. And to this, I say this. Listen, this is not necessarily with your face the place that you want to cut corners. I'm not saying overspend, but you definitely won't want to underspend. But the reason I say that is that while, yes, like let's say mine, I think has like $3 signs, so I would be considered pricey, but I've done this forever. You're one-on-one with a 20-year expert, and I'm in the middle of West Hollywood, California, so it's expensive to walk out the door, right? Don't let that sway you, because if you click through to my menu, I have all sorts of treatments. So while you may not be in the budget of one of my bigger, signature, full flavor facials, you can definitely get in for one of my express treatments or one of my specials and still get with me, and then I can recommend with you and get you on the path. And you can experience a treatment with me at a budget that's more within your range. And with that said, choose something that you're comfortable with spending, that you don't have to like skip a car payment for. I guess it's all priority, because I always said if I needed to eat ramen noodles for a week to afford my hair, I would. I probably at some point in my life have done that. So priorities, but you want to choose something that you can go to continually, because facial work is a work in progress. So you should be able to go on a monthly, every like 4 to 6 week basis, and have your face worked on. So you want to fall in a range that you feel like you're making a good investment, but isn't going to compromise you on another level. And don't necessarily feel that a cheap facial is always going to be the best one just because you're saving a couple bucks, because a lot of times once you add on anything onto that, it's a lot more than you thought. And the most expensive one isn't always the best either. You could be paying for a name, you could be paying for hype. So that's why I have to do a little bit of research and ask around. What to choose, what kind of treatment do you choose? Well, this is when you want to get a little QT with the esthetician. This is why I always tell people we have a little consult beforehand. If you want to come in like a couple days beforehand, or you want to have a quick phone chat, this way the esthetician can get to gauge your concerns and your goals for your skin and what you'd like to work towards, and they can then advise you, because you're sitting here reading, and all that menu copy sounds delicious. Trust me, I wrote it. So you're thinking, I want this. This is the one I'm going to get for sure. And then you come talk to me, and I'm like, yeah, you're not really a candidate for like a, that kind of facial. You're a better candidate for a series of microdermal peels, because it's going to do better for what you want. Or maybe you're going to do better with something that's equipment-based, like, radio frequency or LED. There's so much out there right now that you want to be able to talk with someone and really, really, really specify your goals. Choose like 2 or 3. Don't list like 10. So prioritize your goals when you're talking to your esthetician, and really let them know what you want to work on. And check out what modalities they have. Now, Your esthetician may have a facial that encompasses several of them. My signature facial does. It's got kind of like a little bit of a tastings menu of my favorites. It doesn't include everything, but it's a good way to try a couple things and see what your favorite could be. And then it also gives me an idea of how your skin reacts and kind of what I could recommend for down the line. But any good esthetician will be happy to take a little time to talk with you to make sure that you feel comfortable in what you're doing, because you want to feel good about your investment for your facial treatment. Now, the day of your facial, if your appointment is at like noon, do not show up at 12:05. 12:05 is not noon anywhere, okay? You should actually show up like 10 minutes beforehand. Leave a little extra time, parking, check-in, you never know, traffic. Also, because you're gonna have a little paperwork to do. And if you're running late, you know, it's really just gonna cut into your own time for the treatment, and then potentially make the esthetician late and the people after them late, and then you're gonna feel guilty all day. But no, arrive early enough to get yourself in and settled. Maybe enjoy a little glass of champers or cup of tea or something, and do your paperwork. And I know the paperwork is a pain in the butt. My form, everybody complains about, but here's why. It's for a reason. In aesthetics nowadays, it's serious business. We work with a lot of ingredients and chemicals and equipment that can conflict with a bunch of things that you may be doing at home or may have been prescribed. So, you know, if you're on an antibiotic that makes you light sensitive and we don't know, and we do like an LET or a microphototherapy treatment, that's not good. If you have a pacemaker and we're using electrical current on you, that's not good. You know, if you just came off of Accutane and we're going to a peel, that's not good. So we need to know about all this. So be honest, be patient, fill out the form. It's like a one-time thing anyway. It's all for your benefit to make sure that your skin is treated properly and safely, okay? Now, that also means that when you show up strolling through the door, I woke up like this, like Beyonce, do not come with a full face of Kim Kardashian contoured makeup, okay? I mean it. A little BB cream, a little bronzer. It is the worst when I have to sit here and spend like 15 minutes cleaning a face that's just gonna cut into your treatment time. I mean it. Estheticians, we gotta get that skin super clean before we start working. So if I have to clean it like 4 times, I will. But that just means that that's cutting into all your time with all the other good stuff. So show up with preferably a squeaky clean face. If you gotta have a little bit of something on there, trust me, I get it. Just a teeny bit, okay? With that said, don't do any crazy masks or, you know, skincare regimens the night before, the day before, trying to get your skin cleaner so it looks better to me. No. Anything you do like that minimizes what I can do in the studio. And the same goes for afterwards. After you've gotten your facial, let it chill for a couple days, baby your face, little TLC, just cleansing, moisture, sunscreen. Wait for a couple days to go back on your, you know, your scrubs and your exfoliators and your home cares and serums, all that. With that said, waxing is a no before and after a facial. Your facialist will go over this as well with you, but I'm just kind of giving you the primer here. So think about that too. Basic before, basic afterwards, then you can return to your stuff in between. Don't be all crazy. Show up on time. Talk to your friend. Oh my God, I'm repeating myself. Anyway, and then the last thing is enjoy your facial. You know, you're in the hands of an expert that's working with you to get your skin to exactly where you want it to be. Don't feel pressured to buy skincare, but definitely ask their recommendations. You may want to buy something that they sell there. You may want to buy something at the store. I recommend people things I have here. And you guys know, I recommend stuff that you can get at the store all the time. So, you know, don't feel obligated to, but you definitely do eventually want to take some of the advice that your esthetician's giving you to, you know, work towards that goal with them. It's kind of like you work out with your trainer and then you work out alone. So you want to make sure you're doing your due diligence at home to continue the work that you paid good money for with your esthetician. Okay? If you have more questions, you know to put them downstairs, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. I did not forget about our little contest, so I'm gonna give it like another day or two for a couple more people to get in on it. That's right, if you didn't hear, go watch the other video. With that said, find me on social media at GregorsLA on Twitter and Instagram, and Gregory Dillon on Pinterest. Thank you guys so much for your support and your love. Awesome being in touch with you. Have a fabulous week, and as always, keep it beautiful.